rocket like rocket fuel.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and it's a
touchdown, Washington! Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Looking for his receiver sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Ready? 60 out long. Pretty quiet. Hey, Delta. 90 is the mic. Oh, here we go. Dude.
Jones throwing on third and long. And Tate's got it. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
You better be ready. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 37, check 37. Switch it. Come on, hey, exit. 90 is the mic. Right up.
Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Yo, jackrabbit, come on. Deep ribbon.
Now Saquon Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on third down, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, orbit.
Check 43.
22 jet bomber. Now.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Haskins to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Back to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Mark 56. Mark 56.
3rd down, here's Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Caleb Wilson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. 90.
Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, they scared.
2nd down, Haskins. Rolling to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Now Jones operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming after you. 56.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to rifle. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking...
They've got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Jones now on third down. He completes it to Tate. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a first carry for their fullback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
On second down, Love. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, but they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 31, Haskins is going to let this go, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll go to Barkley again. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Penny. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hum him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
56
On 3rd down, Haskins. And Latimer's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Geis. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 90 is a mic. Come to one.
Operating from the gun. Jones forced out. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch tight end.
X3. 218, chopper. Lead grip.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
You can't block me.
Hey, Echo.
90 is a mic.
Hard.
Shit.
Shit.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.